halfway home. And now let's see whether Shahir Rosdi can get more consistency on his service in this second set. Well, that was a bullet to start off with. Again, he is targeting Ikimito, who, as the setter and feeder, should be the best defensive element that Japan have. But when Shahir Rosdi gets his service on form, Ikimito has not found an answer to what has been thrown at him thus far. Good variation there. The first one went to Ikimito, the second one went straight down the middle at Shahir Rosdi's opposite number, the Tekong Daishi Tamaki. Always difficult for players. They never know where the ball is going to go when it comes from a good Tekong who has variation in his game. We've had left centre. Will we go right? No, goes back to the left. Once again targets Ikimito. And that is a 3-for on his own service for Shahir Rosdi. For a man who was serving at a 50% clip in the first set to come out and serve 3 service winners directly to start the second set, that will give him confidence. Confidence is something that is in short supply for Daishi Tamaki. 5 out of 14 services. It's almost painful to watch. Masahiro Yamada must come on at some point, particularly if the Tekong's going to hit the ball right into the bottom of the net. That almost went under the net there. He's being left in the firing line. Dug his team into a 5-0 hole already. Better service, but saved by Shahir Rosdi. Set by Shazrin Kamar. Put away by Khairul Zaman. 1-2-3 for Malaysia. 1-2-3, or rather 23-4 and 3. Another 3-for Malaysia. 3 on their own service, 3 on the Japan service. They have a 6-love lead. This one does go to the right. The point goes to Malaysia. It was an excellent service that was wonderfully kept alive by Toshitaka Naito. The ball just went over the net, and I think the block ended up coming up from Shazrin Kamar, and the block went over the net and landed just on the line, and on the line counts as in. So Japan finally on the bench, courtesy of a service that goes long from Shahir Rosdi. He'd been perfect thus far in this set, 4 out of 4, that's 4 out of 5, but he still improved his percentage to around 60%. You want to be serving at 75% to give your team a real chance of winning a match, though. Another virtual service winner. It won't go down as a service winner since Japan kept it alive for a couple of touches, but there was nothing that Ikimito could do. Got a bit of a sorry figure as Ikimito. Not being able to set anything up at all for the man currently holding the ball, Toshitaka Naito, the striker for Japan. Good judgment from Shahir Rosdi to leave that one and watch it sail beyond the baseline. Daishi Tamaki's service percentage continues to plummet, and the youngster has indeed had the noose taken from around his neck. He goes on the bench. Masahiro Yamada comes straight in, has to serve straight away. Serve he does, just over the net. Kept alive by Shazrin Kamar. And put away there from Khairul Zaman with yet another excellent spike there. His 6th of the match, 7th of the match, as the statistics, courtesy of Namaji Systems, tick round on my monitor. 7 out of 7, a perfect 7. Will it be a perfect 8? It will. The double block was attempted by Japan. That's twice they've tried it, twice it has failed to come off. We've seen Korea do triple blocks on occasion. Trying the double block there. But the ball, when you're blocking with the back, you never know where it's going to fly off, at what angle it's going to fly off at. 11-1. It's been a massacre in this second set. Point goes to Malaysia. No, it doesn't. The referee thought it was point Malaysia. looked around at the line judge, who raised both hands because the ball went just beyond the baseline. Hands raised means it was out, palms flat means it was in. 2 points to Japan now, but they are 11-2 adrift. That crept over the net, and that, viewers, is the perfect service. A tape service is nigh on impossible to return. It thuds into the top of the tape, crawls over, all the pace is taken out of it. The ball falls over the net like a dying quail, and you cannot defend it. And there's no let in this game. You don't have to serve it again, it's a perfect ace. And that one as well was a service winner. Fired that one down, no doubt about that one. Didn't need to use the tape, fired it in at Toshitaka Naito. Shahir Rozdi up to 59%, hovering around the 60% mark. Masahiro Yamada, he's serving at 100%. He's 2 for 2 at the moment. And his team doing a little bit better since he came on in the Taekong circle. Karol Zaman clips that one over, doesn't need to bash it down. It's the acuteness of the angle that counts. He could see where the blockers were and put it right in between them. How he manages to pick his spot whilst upside down is amazing. Good service from Masahiro Yamada. Second service winner there. He is 3 for 3 on serving, meaning that his team now overall is at 50%, but unfortunately Daishi Tamaki was 8 for 19. He gifted 11 points to Malaysia, and you can't afford to do that against one of the best teams in the game. A little bit of a discussion between Karol Zaman and the referee, Kiao Win. And the referee now announces the score. The toss comes up, and the service is barreled down, but saved. And that shows the advantage of the Taekong. Not only has Masahiro Yamada changed things around from his own serving circle, but there we see him save and set up the ball beautifully. And Toshitaka Naito gets just his third spike of the match. The poor guy at the net must be feeling he's cutting a bit of a lonely figure. But a Taekong is important on attack and on defense, and Masahiro Yamada is showing that. Since he's come on, the score has gone from 12-2 to 14-6. So 12-1 I think it was, in fact, since he came on with one service to come. So 12-2 it was, 12-2. So quite a turnaround from Japan, but there's still a long way adrift. And that drift drifts a little further as Shahir Rozdi puts down another service winner. Still got that serving percentage around 60%, only 3 for 5 getting over, but the 3 that get over really do ask a question of the opposition. Masahiro Yamada's first fault on service. Spin service, kept alive by Shazrin Kamar and set up for Karol Zaman, who makes it 10 spikes to go with 2 blocks. Perfectly set up there, as always, by Shazrin Kamar. He's set up, he's made seven saves so far, and countless sets. Oh, nice little tape service. If it doesn't die over the net, if it hits the tape, it changes the trajectory, and we see this bounces over the leg of Shazrin Kamar, who's ready to take it and is left there stupefied. Nothing he could do about that. As is his wont, Shahir Rozdi fires one into the net. When they come over, they tend to be pretty damn good. But when they don't, it's a point given away, and he has given away 11 points himself. Make that 12, around dozen points that have been given away by Shahir Rozdi. It's not coming back to hurt Malaysia, at least not at the moment. They took the opener 21-10, they lead 17-9 in the second set. And team manager Yusuf bin Ali is going to leave him in there, Shahir Rosdi, to sort out his own mess. And he does so very well with the tape service. Another spike for Toshitaka Naito, just the fourth or maybe the fifth so far in 2 sets of action. An excellent powerful spike that is almost kept alive by Shazrin Kamar, but it had hit his hand, so the point was dead. The save and set by Shazrin Kamar, the spike, absolute perfection from Karol Zaman. Nicely positioned in the middle after the excellent set from Shazrin Kamar, and then perfectly put away at a lovely angle there in between the tape and the outstretched foot of Toshitaka Naito. 18-10. That one creeps over from Masahiro Yamada. As I was saying, there's no let in Sepak Takraw, so a tape service is as good as you can get. 18-11. Oh, 2 tape services in a row, cheeky. Very cheeky. Daishi Tamaki, the other Tekong, the one who started the match, is limbering up again. But Japan aren't dead and buried here. The 6 points adrift. Malaysia need another 3, but you never know if it's 3 bad services. There's one of them. Still all smiles is the youngster, 18 years old. But his serving percentage is now down nearer 50 than 60. 31 points into this. This means that there will be 2 more services to come from Shahir Rosdi. He needs to win at least one of these 2 points. 18-15 could make for some very nervous faces in the Malaysian Regu. And there we go, the first one. Maybe that was a little tip from his coach, Najib bin Iman. Take a little bit off it, go for positioning, go for placement. And he does, curls it in between Daishi Tamaki in the middle and Ikimito on the left. 19-13, 2 points from victory. Oh, and there's a beaut that goes into the... No, it's out! That one looked like it caught the line, but the assistant referee, Ong Luin from Myanmar, raises both palms. He's the one opposite the referee on the other side of the net. The Japanese players appeal, and it was indeed out. Swapping over now. And Shahir Rosdi kept it alive, then went to set it up, but failed with the set. Japan inching nearer. 18-12, it was 18-13 at the timeout, 19-15. Obviously, they just need 2 more points. But Japan, by the same token, just need another 6. We've seen some turnarounds so far, thus far in the tournament. Japan were 20-16 up against Singapore and lost 22-20. Can they make it 19-16 here? Yes, they can. Toshitaka Naito doesn't get many chances. That was just his 6th chance so far at the net, but he's taken all 6 of them. Karol Zaman 11 for 11 from the net. Toshitaka only been there 6 times, but when he's called upon, he puts his hand up, stands up to be counted. 19-16, crucial point here. The attempted block goes wide. Outstretched legs from Japan, but they can't keep the ball in play on the block, and Malaysia have 4 match points. Another successful spike there from Karol Zaman, as the ultra motion camera shows exactly how that spike was spiked and how the block came up, but the ball came off at the wrong angle. So Shahir Rosdi to finish it off with an ace or a service winner. I'm sure he'll try. It's kept alive, but now Shazrin Kamar puts it away. No, it was Karol Zaman. Karol Zaman who saved and then spiked on his own. Didn't need anyone to set it up for him. He saved it and set it in 1 touch. Didn't bother with a 2nd touch, went straight to the 3rd touch, as it were. Puts it away. And